Warning: read and follow all labels and the owner's manual.
These how-to instructions are for use with the Tregaskiss TT4A analog and TT4E Ethernet reamers. Warning: ensure the air and power supply is off and disconnected before proceeding with these instructions, and follow your facility's lockout/tagout procedures. Has your reamer stopped spraying anti-spatter fluid? If it has, that may be because you need a new spray check valve. In this tutorial, we are going to show you how to remove a spray check valve and how to replace it with a new spray check valve so the anti-spatter liquid continues to spray and extend the life of your consumables. To do this, you'll need to loosen the 4 side screws with a hex wrench and remove the front cover. This is the check valve for the sprayer. This hose is connected to the sprayer that you will have to disconnect. And this hose leads to the reservoir, which you will also need to disconnect. This is the wiring that goes back into the reamer, where all the wiring is located, and this needs to be disconnected as well. You will need to disconnect the first hose line, followed by removing the second hose line. If you're using an Ethernet reamer, trace the red and black wires inside the reamer by opening the back panel. Pull out the Ethernet module to access the wires. Disconnect the connector from the reamer. Now that the hoses and wires are out of the reamer, you can unbolt the check valve using a hex wrench. And replace the sprayer check valve. To reinstall the sprayer check valve, you will need to screw the new spray check valve onto the reamer using a hex wrench. Reinstall the anti-spatter sprayer hose and the reservoir hose back into the sprayer check valve. Then, feed the wiring back through the inside of the reamer and reconnect the wiring on the inside of the reamer. Move the Ethernet module back inside the reamer and close the back panel of the reamer. Finally, put the front cover on and tighten the 4 cover bolts. These how-to instructions are for use with the Tregaskiss TT4A analog and TT4E Ethernet reamers.